Hello everyone and welcome back to our course. In this lecture we are discussing what is a relational database, the most common type of database. First, let's talk about why we need a database. The information represented in an abstract entity relationship model has to live in a real database. The most common type being a relational database. A relational database uses tables to store information, and it comes from the term mathematical relations. Take a look at an example. Here we have a table describing 3 cats, where each field or attribute is a column, and each row or sample is represented in a row, also called a record. Why do we use tables as the most common form of being able to store data? Well, tables allow you to modularize information, keep it in modules or separate it into modules. Logical components are kept in one table. For example, all cats are in one table in the animals database. All dogs could be in another table, and you wouldn't mix up cats or dogs in one table unless you had a logical reason to do so. Tables are also connected to other tables via keys, because if you have a cat's table, you can access other tables. For example, if your cat table has the column of breed, then you can access a breed table if it exists to get more information about that breed, such as the tabby cat breed. You could access a table about breeds and go to the tabby row and get information about a tabby, like the average lifespan, its behavior type, and possibly the number of cats that have that breed. So tables are connected to other tables. Tables provide uniform storage, and that makes it easy to compare information across tables. And it makes it easy to build new tables and to put in new data. So how do you create tables, put data into tables, and get data from tables? Well, for that we use query languages like SQL, or structured query language. This is a computer language to work with relational databases. It's powerful and has rich constructs for you to query information to be able to understand data. You can create, read, update, and delete data and tables with SQL. You can insert and delete data with SQL and more. And that is the relational database, called relational because tables are related to each other, and you can cross-reference different tables in a database using their relation to each other. So that does it for Introduction to Databases. Coming up next, we are going to learn how to build organized databases, because you could throw data into tables and think that you're building a clean database because you're using tables, you're using rows and columns, you're using entities and relationships, but there are some rules for building clean and organized databases. And we're going to discuss those rules in the next section, because being able to build a clean and organized database is key whether you're building your own project or working at a company. It's going to make your life a lot easier to build clean databases that follow standard rules. Otherwise, your databases can quickly get out of hand and very messy, and you can start to lose information and lose time. And your project can get a lot more complex than it should be. So join me in our next section. We'll talk about how to build organized databases.